Good evening and welcome to another Cignature Saturdays. We are here at the Havana Lounge in Sandy Springs, Georgia. I'm here with co-owner Ade Erinkitola. Ade, welcome to Cignature Saturdays.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
As you stated, I'm co-owner. My other brother, Ade Erinkitola, who's not here, unfortunately, to join us in this conversation, but I'm pretty sure he sends his love and respect.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Ade, first of all, I love this lounge. I absolutely love it. Every time I see this lounge, I watch the videos, or even when I stop by and visit, your guests are always immaculately dressed. It's a very classy lounge. And there's a lot of cigar lounges, all across the country, and of course here in Atlanta. But I love the vibe here at Havana Lounge. I visited on a couple of occasions, and I really like how you guys present the lounge, the level of class at your lounge. So, getting right to it, I need to know your story. Every lounge has a story.
Yes.
So I love to know and learn how this lounge came about, what you guys started from, and where you're going, and all of those things. So tell me the history. Just give me a little brief snippet of Havana Lounge.
Havana Lounge. Well, to be honest, Havana Lounge was something that, my brother and I wasn't looking for, right? But the opportunity presented itself. Now, we enjoy cigars when we're with our boys and going on our trips internationally, domestically, and we all like to drink our bourbon, drink our scotch, and smoke.
Absolutely.
But we've always patroned other places because, my brother and I were from Chicago. So when we were looking to find a spot and, kind of bring some of our culture, of our food and stuff like that here, and we found this spot. This energy reminds us so much of Chicago in a sense, as far as the setup, the bar, and then we just put our own little touch to it.
Yeah.
And so what we wanted to do was bring that here to Atlanta, okay, and make it more so as that little dash of Chicago here in Atlanta.
Absolutely. I get it. And that's one of the things that I like about Atlanta. Atlanta has people from everywhere, from the Northeast to California, and you get so much culture in our city. And when someone comes here and brings that type of flavor, something different, something fresh, something. Now, don't get me wrong, Atlanta has a culture all its own, and it's great.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have a craving for something a little bit more Chicago, something a little bit more New York, something a little bit more California. So that in and of itself makes Atlanta a special place. It's one of those places. It's kind of a melting pot of the United States. Everybody kind of gravitates here for some reason or another. Now, about Havana, what would you say is one of your favorite things that your lounge offers to the guest?
What am I have a lot. But I think one of the favorite things I have to say is how we treat and how we with our people.
Yeah.
Right? What we wanted to do, we wanted to create something where that this place feels like, AKA the Black Cheer, where everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
You come in here, hey Ben, hey Richard, hey John, what's going on? Where that it's like a second home.
Right.
You can smoke on your back porch, you can smoke, on your balcony, but you also want that other place to be able to socialize with other people that you know and that you see. That, guess what, on the same level as you, or coming up to get to the same level as you.
Yeah, people you can learn from and people you can teach at the same time. Both in the same building.
Exactly. And number two is the ladies that came are having it. They take their time and teach the beginners on how to smoke.
Oh, wow.
In our smoking culture, a lot of people who want to start don't have the opportunity to have someone teach them. And so if they have a bad experience, guess what? They're not gonna smoke.
Yeah, they'll never touch a stick again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these ladies take their time, give them a right cut, understand their palate, and guide them to the right stick, a beginning stick,
That's good.
so that their experience becomes that much more fruitful.
Yeah, enjoyable. And they say, yeah, I can do this again.
Exactly.
I enjoyed that.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So that in and of itself is a very important thing when it comes to beginners and cigars. I know when I had my first one, I was pretty much hooked. I was probably about 23 years old, and I had the right stick, because now what my palate will take now, oh, I definitely could not have smoked at 23.
Exactly.
No. Yeah, but I had the right stick, a nice mild stick, and I was like, yeah, this was all right. You know, and there's a certain degree of sophistication.
Yeah. Accomplishment.
Yeah, when you're having a good stick.
Exactly.
So, owning a lounge, I know that's a big deal, and I know it's a little bit different than having any other business, than owning just a straight restaurant or owning just a straight nightclub. So owning a lounge, what has owning a lounge taught you about cigar culture? Because I know that's a little bit different than every other thing. You have a good restaurant, yeah, you have a good menu, and people come by and eat, but cigar culture in and of itself is a bit of a different animal.
You know what it is? I think with cigar culture, what it does is, one person finds a stick that I may not want to or would ever think about.
Yeah.
And so it's about sharing. That's right here.
Yeah.
When you have a good stick, right? So it allows for us to try, it's almost like trying different food.
Yeah,
And we're all breaking bread over the cigar.
I agree.
And so,
I agree.
guess what? Everyone gets to try different flavors, different tastes.
Yeah.
Now, when we get to our certain palate, we like to stick with what our go-to.
Yeah.
We stick with our go-to, but I think with the cigar culture, it's about sharing. And we share that level of experience through our stick.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I had a stick for the first time, and it was actually at a lounge that I did a Cignature Saturdays at. And I have been hooked on this stick. The company didn't have to sell me. The lounge owner, he said, man, try this. You know, he said, try this stick. And I've been hooked on this stick, man, and I cannot put them down. I can't even, you know, one of those things that I've learned about cigars is when you find one, man, and that's your stick, it's your stick.
That's your stick.
And it's my go-to stick, you know, and I mean, you know, it's not the typical breakfast stick. It's a little bold, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm a Maduro guy, so I absolutely love it. So I spoke to you a little bit earlier about when I come to your lounge, or when I even see any video footage of your lounge or anything like that, the people always are dressed. They look good. They always have the blazers, the fedoras. The ladies are looking good. So here at Havana, do you guys have like a dress code? Because your lounge is unique. All of the lounges in the city that I've visited or even done features with, do you have a dress code here?
Yeah, we do have a dress code. So one of the things is, our dress code is no sweats, no hoodies, no baseball hats. And Atlanta has that culture where that you can pretty much wear that any way you want to, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start to go into the places like New York, LA, Chicago, Miami, and these cigar bars, the high-end cigar bars that you want to go to,
Right.
you know, you're not necessarily not going to be able to get in with a hoodie or a baseball hat. But it's also representation of our people, right?
Exactly.
So when we dress, and I mean, we crush the competition,
Yeah.
right? So every black man and every black woman that comes out and dress is all representation of themselves. And you look at it in such an aura because each one brings a different type of energy when they come through that door dressed.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that as a business because guess what? Everyone in the whole bar sees it and feeds off of that energy. You know?
Exactly.
And that's why we have our good stuff.
And that's one of the things I appreciate so much about your lounge. I mean, I feel comfortable. When I go to a cigar lounge, I typically like to look a certain way. It's a different space. And it's a space I'm very comfortable in. And so that's one of the things I loved about your lounge. When I came here for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, this is the space. This is the space where I like to be. And,
I have to say, sitting next to you, I feel a bit underdressed.
No, man, cut it down. But I appreciate it. You know, I try to do that when I host these lounges. I want to look my best when I'm presenting them to my following and presenting them, and you, of course, to broaden the people that know about your lounge. I want to make sure that they know that when I'm presenting your lounge to them, I'm looking my best when I do that. So I try to do that.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, the future.
The future.
Let's talk about the future. So Havana Lounge is here, and I can see it's rocking, especially Friday. Your Friday nights, I got to get up here for one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm typically in the daytime trying to beat the traffic. But your Friday nights are something special.
Yeah, that's old school R&B and hip hop. So we have it's a mature crowd. So, and the thing behind that is, and I'll tell you, is we play music from a time period.
Yeah.
Time period from one of us that have grown up, has seen our parents dance and groove, or back in college, or growing up. And so our time period is from 1970 to 1995.
Oh, yeah.
And people always ask, why? Why do you use that time? That time, smoking a stick, listening to music that becomes nostalgic.
Yeah.
It gives you a different type of energy.
Yeah.
And so that old school, that mature crowd that comes in and enjoys that type of music, comes in and they get that dance on and they get that vibe on.
Because music takes you to a place in time.
Yes, it does.
You can hear a song and you'll know exactly where you were when you heard that song.
Oh, yeah.
Whether that's 15 years ago, whether that's 20 years ago.
Exactly.
But the future of Havana Lounge. So getting back to that, where do you guys see yourself? Are there any plans to expand? Are there any plans to maybe have a different location or have a couple of more locations?
Yes, my brother and I, we do have future plans, and our future plans are.
They may be.
And I guess I can share some of it with you.
Uh-huh.
So one of the things is what we're working on, and is to create here at this location is let's just say a speakeasy entrance where that you go in. Yes, we're working out the logistics, where everything will be biometric. And what I mean by that is, you have a lot of places where, members only, and the members get a code or a number or whatever, and they come in. But here, what we want to do was create it really exclusive where that the only way you can get in is with a member. So no one can pass off information. So unless they want to remove their thumb. So you get in with your thumb, the door slides open, you enter.
Yeah.
And it's a totally different type of energy.
Yeah.
And so, with God's blessing, we're gonna finalize that, get that created, and then definitely want you to come in and.
Oh yeah, I'll put the thumb on it. I'll give it my stamp of approval.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then also, we're also looking to create a different type of energy and also do a rooftop. There's so many rooftops here, but they're outside of the Atlanta area.
Yeah.
We wanted to either be here, Sandy Springs, Dunwoody, but smoking in the clouds is a totally different type of euphoric feeling.
Yeah, that's Miami all day.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So we wanna definitely bring that here.
Yeah.
And to me, when you do that,
That's something I'm excited about.
that would be our little crown jewel.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm gonna have to come back for that one.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as that opens, I'll be there at the grand opening. I love one of the things about I think about places like Miami and places like areas of California or even in out western Nevada with the vibe. And I always say when I go to these places, I wish we had a place like that in Atlanta. And so with you guys now coming into creating that space, oh, that's everything I've been waiting on. And a lot of other people, you might not have heard them say it, but they've been waiting on that. They go to Miami for that experience, that rooftop, the lights, the palm trees, whatever. And you have that little space, and you add cigars to it, man.
Oh yeah.
My goodness.
Cigars.
My goodness.
Good food, good drinks.
Oh.
Well-dressed people.
Oh. Everything is everything.
Life is good, my friend.
Yes,
Life
indeed.
is good.
Yes, indeed. Well, Ade, thank you so much for taking this time to sit with us here at Cignature Saturdays. We have enjoyed you. We are enjoying this lounge as we speak, but I appreciate you, and I appreciate what your lounge brings to the culture. I appreciate how you have us represent the culture first and foremost. I wanted to say that part, but in the future, I want to make certain that everyone knows that if they looking for a lounge with a next level to it, there's lounges, but that next level, that lounge that when you walk in, you feel something. You have a different posture about yourself. To definitely stop by Havana Lounge. Guys, stop here at Havana Lounge in Sandy Springs, Georgia. It's excellent vibe, excellent music, excellent food, and one of the best, and I mean one of the best old fashions I've ever had. So thank you guys, and we appreciate you tuning in to Cignature Saturdays.
Thank you. Atlanta's best kept secret.
Atlanta's best kept secret.